Today we're going to learn about how to manage returns within the CropEdge 2.0 system. So when you log into CropEdge, you'll be taken to the landing page, which is your grower business with the list of your growers down the left-hand side. To navigate to the returns section, we're going to click on Reseller Business from the header and then go down to Returns. That's going to bring us to our returns landing page, which is going to show us in the chevron where we're at within the site on returns, and then there's going to be a list of any return documents that are already in the system for your Seed Advisor account. If I wanted to create a new return request at the beginning of the end of the sales season, I'm going to click on Create Return Request. That's going to take me to a page with a list of all the products that I've been invoiced throughout the sales season. The first thing I'll draw your attention to is in the upper right-hand corner. The template button, when I click on it, will show me an output, a PDF output of all of those products with lot number and the quantities that I've been delivered or invoiced for. From this page, I can download it, I can print it, can do whatever I need to do. If I'm just looking for a complete list of all the products that I can return, I would select that option, download it or print it, and then I can take it to the warehouse or do whatever I need to do to manually enter in the quantities if I want this just for my own tracking purposes. Now, going back to the return page, when you get in here and you see the list of all the products by lot number, if you've got a lot of products that you've been delivered throughout the season, the list can be pretty long. So if I wanted to search for a certain product that I know I was going to return, I could just start typing anything about that product, G01, P52, and it would filter all the G01, P52s to the top of this list, sorted alphanumerically from top to bottom. And so that's an additional search feature that we've added with CropEdge 2.0. Now, similarly, if I was looking to just look at the full list and enter in my return quantities, I can go down the list and start entering in my quantities. So if I've got 3 bags left of this product, keep scrolling down. I know I've got 2 bags left of this product. Maybe I've got a couple empty qubits that I need to return, let's say 5 of those. I can enter in those quantities into that quantity to return column, and from there I can click on Save Draft or I can submit. But before I'm going to do that, I'm going to show you one additional feature that we have within this page. This Add Line button at the top right-hand corner will allow you to catch anything that maybe isn't in the system yet. So if you've got a pending transfer or something that just hasn't hit your account yet and you wanted to add it into your return request, you click on Add Line and you can enter in anything that you want into this free text field and enter in the return quantity. So that's really not something that you should have to use very often, but just in case you do have something that you want to return that you don't see on this list, you can enter it in a free text, which will still send the indicator to us that there is something to return there. And I can delete that off if I don't want it as well. So now I've got my quantities entered and I'm ready to save this or submit it. The difference between these two buttons is really what you need to do next. If you want to save this and come back to it because you're going to add other things to it later, you would just hit the Save Draft button. However, if you're confident in what you need to return and you know this is the full list, you can hit Submit. I'm going to hit Save Draft here. Oh, I forgot one step, which is to click on the checkbox of the items that I do want to submit or save in this case. That one step. Save the draft, and then it'll just save that into my account as a draft. Now, when I'm ready to submit that, I can just open that back up and then I can submit it. I'll open that back up. Maybe I've got one additional thing that I wanted to add to this. I got 1 bag of that box, and now I'm ready to submit. So once I submit that return request, it's going to bring me back to my list view. And there's going to be two things displayed in this list view throughout this process. One is a return request, which you can see is that top line of the one I just created today. And that's in a submitted status. I can download a copy of that request if I would like, or I can just view it in the current status that it's in. The other thing that I'll see in this list is actual return documents, which are the physical returns that get brought back to the plant and are going to get credited to your account. So that's an important distinction to understand between the return request and the return. Is the return request is you signaling to Syngenta that we have products that need to be picked up and brought back to the plant. The return document in that type is actually the physical product that you're going to get credit for. And so those are the two things that you'll see on that list. If I go to my order summary, then anything that's actually been physically returned will show up as in the return column, but the return request does not show up as a return on your order summary until it actually turns into a physical return that you're going to get credit for. Just one important distinction to understand as you're navigating through the process. As always, if you have any questions related to this process, you can contact your customer account specialist. Thank you.